Shalom. I'm Brother Yawanathan, a servant for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, a prisoner of hope, a Hebrew Israelite scattered among the heathen. True piety and the mercy of Yahweh. Piety, strong belief in a religion that is shown in the way someone lives. So, piety is the way we live in this doctrine. Sirach 36 and 1. Have pity on us, O Yahweh, thou power of all. Look down and send thy terror upon all nations. Yes. So it's about that time that the Lord sent his terror upon all the nations. Rise thy hand against the heathen. Yes, the heathen. Esau, Edom, and the other nations. And let them see thy power. And as they have seen thy holiness displayed among us, so let us see thy greatness displayed upon them. Let them learn as we also have learned. Yes, and we have learned. As it says in Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Yes, so it's time for the Lord to put all these curses on the other nations that did us dirty. Let them learn we have a mini car show right here. Yes. So the Lord gonna put them curses on them just like he put them on us, you know. And boy, do we know about the curses, because we're still being affected to this day by the curses. Let them learn as we also have learned that there is no God but only thou, O Yahweh. Renew thy signs, repeat thy miracles. Yes, just as he repeat the miracles just like he repeated in the days of Noah, and when he did us out of Egypt, when he lifted his hand and brought us out of Egypt. Show them miracles. That there is no power but only Yahweh. Renew thy signs, repeat thy miracles, win glory for thy hand, for thy right arm rolls thy wrath, pour out thy fury. Yes, so that's what we want. We want the Lord to pour out his fury. Isaiah 12:4. And in that day shall ye say, Praise Yahweh, call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make mention that his name is exalted. Sing unto Yahweh, for he has done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. Yes, so the Lord is known for his judgment. Destroy thy adversaries, wipe out the enemy. Remember the day thou hast appointed and hasten it. Yes, so the day of the Lord wrath, when he come, remember thy day. And give man cause to recount thy wonders. Let fiery angels devour the survivors, and let the oppressor of thy people meet their doom. Yes. She think it's fun and games. Crush the head of the hostile prince who say there is no one to match us. Yes, and that's Esau. He's the one, he's the hostile prince that says no one can match his military strength. Yes, yes, yes. You too. Gather all the tribes of Jacob and grant them their inheritance as thou didst long ago. Have pity, O Yahweh, on the people called by thy name, Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. Show mercy to the city of the sanctuary. Yes, yes. So, like it says, inheritance. Grant them their inheritance as thou didst long ago. And that's what we want the Lord to do, to grant us our inheritance. Have pity, O Yahweh, on the people called by thy name Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. Show mercy to the city of thy sanctuary, Jerusalem, the city of the rest. Fill Zion with thy praise of thy trumpet. Fill thy people with thy glory. Thou didst create them at the beginning, acknowledge them now, and fulfill the prophecies spoken in thy name. Yes. So them prophecies that you said that you was your word, when your word goes out, it never comes back void. Fill them prophecies. Reward those who wait for thee. Prove thy prophets trustworthy. Listen, O Yahweh, to the prayers of thy servant, who claims Aaron's blessings upon thy people. Let all who live on the earth acknowledge that thou art Yahweh, the eternal God. Yes. So let them all acknowledge and recognize who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is. Rise thy hand against the heathen. Psalms 9:15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Yes. So the net that they think they gonna trap us with, their own feet gonna get snatched up in it. Yahweh is known by judgment which he executes. Yes, so Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is known for the judgment that he executes. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hand. Yes. And as it also says in Psalm 7:15, He made a pit and digged it, and he fallen into the ditch which he made. And we know that that's Esau, Edom, the Edomite villain. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate. Let's go to Job. His violent dealings, and boy, is he a killer. He sheds blood like nobody on this earth does. We know that they call the Middle East out there head choppers because they chop off heads. But don't nobody shed blood like Esau, Edom. Job 5:12, he disappoints the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Yes, their new world government, when they start to set and chipping centers all across America, chipping people. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Yes, so he's gonna chip. He's gonna chip a lot of people. As it says in Revelations 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor. So the people that don't want to take the chip, he gonna cause them death. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Yes, that's them chipping centers that they gonna set up. You know, soon as chaos break out, soon as they declare martial law among the land, and that no man might buy or sell save he that has the mark of the name of the beast, of the number of his name. So if you don't have that chidnip, that C to the H to the IP in your hand or your forehead, yes, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Amos 1:11. Thus says Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did persecute his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetuously, and he kept his wrath forever. Yes. And that's Esau, Edom. He's still keeping his wrath upon the people. Obadiah. Obadiah 9 and 10. And thy mighty man, O Tisman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mountain of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And who was thy brother Jacob? Jacob, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. And here we have a terrible Esau right here. He wants to clown, you know. He's off them drugs. Yes. What a beautiful sight. Psalms 137. Psalms 137, 7 through 9. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt stretch forth thy hand against the wrath of my enemies, and thy right hand shall save me. Yes. So when he come through like a flood, and the wrath come upon us, the Lord, he got us. He got the remnant. The Lord will perfect that which concerneth me, thy mercy. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus says Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. And we know all the nations had a part in that there. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their case, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the habitations of Babylon. Yes, he's going to make this desolate. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, says Yahweh, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. And we know that Babylon is so-called America, as it says in Revelations 17 and 18. And the woman which thou sawest in that great city, which reigned over the kings of the earth. Yes. And who is that woman that reigns in New York City, the Statue of Liberty? That woman? Daniel 5 and 30. In that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain. Yes. And we know that spiritually, this is Donald Trump, his assassination. the king of the Chaldeans. Yes, even the Simpsons then predicted his death. But where did they get it? From the oracles. Daniel 5:30. And in that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain. Yes. So that's what this Bible, these oracles is saying, is predicting the death of Donald Trump. Jeremiah 5:1. Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 31. One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. Yes, and that's what the men of the Lord are doing right now, is telling, we're the messengers, the mouthpieces of the Lord, is telling them, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. $39. Is their heat? I will make their feast, and I will make them drunken, that they may rejoice and sleep, or perpetuously sleep, and not wake, says Yahweh. Yeah, so they gonna sleep forever, ever, when the Lord finish with this place. Jeremiah 51 and 57. And I will make her drunk prince, and her wise man, her captains, and her rulers, and her mighty mans, and they shall sleep, or perpetuously sleep, and not wake, says the king, whose name is Yahweh of hosts. Yes. So the Lord has declared it. Whatever comes out the Lord will never come back void. Isaiah 46 and 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Yes, so the Lord counsel gonna stand, and he will do all his pleasures. Yes. Isaiah 26. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber, and shut thy door about thee. hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the ignition be passed over. Yes, so when them bombs get shot through here, the Lord, he's going to come with his chariots. For behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquities. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Isaiah 34:2. So the Lord, when them bombs get shot over here, gonna raise the man of the Lord into the chambers, unto the chariots. Swing low, sweet chariots. Isaiah 34:2-3. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He has delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Yes. So the government, yes, gonna be melted. The Lord's gonna do away with them all. Joel 2:20. Joel 2:20. But I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land buried and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his hindrance part towards the uttermost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savior shall come up, because he has done great things. Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for Yahweh will do great things. Yes, the Lord's gonna do great things when he take this terrible city down. Matthew 24:30. And they shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Yes. When Yahweh shall come and bring terror upon the earth, bring the judgment of his Father. Revelations 11:12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up here. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Yes, that's when the Lord's gonna come and do his thing. Bring us up, beam us up like Scotty. beam us up. Yes. But it ain't going to be upon the enterprise. It's going to be upon the chariots. Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Yes. So even the ones that's pierced him on his side, and while he was on the cross, they're now living on this earth, and they're going to be done away. And we're going to turn to the east and say, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shaka Krakadash. Shalom.